If we get this wrong, none of us are going to be alive tomorrow.
There is no plan B.
We did everything right?
Hey, listen, I mean, it's not going to be a hard day to promote a movie that's incredible. You know, oh, I have to talk about an awesome movie all day. You know, anyway, listen, I have a lot to get into with this film, but Jared, I have to start with an individual for you. You know how much I love Foundation. The last time we spoke, I had not seen the finale. Now that I've seen the finale, I was like, holy F. You know what I mean? Like, I had no idea what was about to happen. So the only question I have is, when do you start filming season 4? Because I need to see that.
We're slightly off topic, but I think they're planning on it next year sometime. I'm not sure.
Where do you shoot that?
In Prague, mostly.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to bring that up. I will say, Tracy, if you have not seen Foundation, fantastic show. Jumping into why I get to talk to you guys today. What do we need to do as audience members to get Kathryn Bigelow to make more movies?
Well,
go see them.
Yeah, go see House of Dynamite. Go see it in the movie theater, too. Absolutely see it in the theater if you can. I don't think our theatrical window is large, but you should take advantage of it, because you want to hear it with the big sound, with the big Volker Bertelmann score. You want to experience it with an audience of fellow human beings
who are being wrung out just the same way you are, and there's that sort of communal building of tension within the room. I think that it only amplifies the experience if you see it with other people.
It was, without a doubt, one of the most nail-biting experiences I've had in a theater in many years. It is really an intense ride. I'm so curious, what was it like for both of you reading it on the page and then experiencing the finished film?
The script was a page turner, you know. I mean, it's very much similar. I mean, it was very economically written as a script, which is always pleasing. Scripts that go into some massive amounts of detail are quite hard to follow. This gave you just perfect amounts of information, and it drove you right through, right to the end. That last page was just, you just sat there going, I mean, it left you with exactly the thing that the movie experience left you with, was what happens next.
I'm not a good first reader. I couldn't make heads or tails out of it, to tell you the truth. All the acronyms and the military speak, I didn't know what the hell I was reading. It took me a few passes to understand what I was reading, and then I think I got it. And then, that's why I like to see these people who say they don't go see the movies I don't understand it. Don't you want to see what everybody else is doing?
I just close my eyes when I come on screen.
I also close my eyes when Jared comes on screen.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't blame you. He's not a good actor, at all. But one of the things that really struck me is the fantastic camera work. And I'm so curious the way that Kathryn and her DOP work on set. How much were you were there cameras everywhere, the way like Ridley Scott does it, and you're not exactly sure what's being filmed? Can you sort of pull back that curtain?
Well, there were a hell of a lot of cameras on set. At least on the Stratcom set there were, because we've got all those monitors. At one point I counted, I had 25 cameras on me. Now I don't know that they were all storing information, but I did have 25 cameras on me. But Barry Ackroyd is a great DP, and I find it really interesting that when you think about Barry Ackroyd's career, you think about two directors. You think about Kathryn Bigelow and Ken Loach. And in a sense, they couldn't be more different, it would seem, in their aesthetic. And yet what Barry does is what all great DPs do. He sees into a moment. His camera somehow finds a way to look into a moment. And in Ken Loach's movies and in Kathryn's movies, that's such an essential thing for a DP to do. It's so essential to look inside this process that we're engaged in and find the human beings inside it.
I can move on unless, Jared, you have something you want to add.
That was a really eloquent answer.
Nice. Oh,
yeah.
Look, see?
What he said.
One of the things, though, that I really love about the script is that there's no heroes and no villains. it's just sort of reality. And can you sort of talk about that aspect? Because so many movies, you need to paint that antagonist, or, you know what I mean? Like, they set up these conventional things that we've seen in 1,000 films. And that's one of the strengths of this film, is that it's not doing that.
I think that was the reason why they were very deliberate and determined not to answer the question and not interested in which party is sitting in the White House. They wanted it to be a bipartisan story where the politics weren't relevant. Those kind of politics weren't relevant. Because that immediately as soon as you make that determination, you immediately see things through the prism of whether you're on one side or another, and they didn't want there to be teams in this. So, because it actually transcends that, as you were saying earlier, it's beyond politics, if you like.
Yeah, no, completely. Tracy, your character wants to strike back and is offering all these different, basically wants to strike back, but there is no exact answer as to where we're supposed to strike back. And I'm just curious, what is it like playing a character like that is saying or doing things that you might not agree with? And do you sort of agree with your character's motivations there? You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. It was, you don't necessarily have to agree with a character to play a character, but you do have to have some understanding. And the truth is that my character makes a pretty good argument. Again, it's not the argument I would make, Tracy would make, but his argument, there is reason behind what he's saying. And ultimately, it's not his decision. He's trying to give his best counsel to the president. So, the speech was well written and well reasoned. And so it's simply a matter of pretending with authority, right? It's just a matter of putting yourself in the kind of, letting the costume and the haircut and the set and everything else do that work for you, and then making the argument.
I'm already out of time. I'm just going to say again, great to talk with both of you. And seriously, it's a fantastic film.
Thanks so much. What's on your shirt?
Oh, it's a Japanese anime called Star Blazers. And I keep on wearing it because I'm hoping that one day Hollywood, someone will see one of these interviews and be like, oh, we should make that. Because it's a brilliant, like Chris McQuarrie tried to get it off the ground and couldn't.
I look forward to seeing Jared in Star Blazers.
I do too. 100%. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.